Hello everyone, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to make a static object for Dayz. It's very simple and we can do this quite quickly as well. We can put it up on the Steam for all your friends to enjoy. So we use, my favourite website is Sketchfab. Make sure you're logged in, you need to log in and all that. So we'll do a simple create. What you can do is you go on download only and then you define something what you like to add into your world or your server. Let's do something simple like I quite like that. Make sure that it's not above 32Ks, or after 1.26 it'll be 63K, I believe. And you go over to download. FBX is what you want. You can change the format, but you have to learn Blender. That's another video there. Download that. You don't need this anymore. So you wanna. What I like to do. Call it something that's not named in Dayz. I usually put my name first and then what the thing is. Extract that to desktop. Don't need that. Alright, we've got a source folder which should have our model in. Sometimes it doesn't extract. Just make sure you get the FBX in there. And then our texture. And all these need to be PNGs. So this one, usually if it's a ground texture, you don't really need that. You just really want this. There is more steps to this, like making RV mats and whatnot, but for making just straight up proxies for your server at a fast pace, just do it like this. You can always learn that later on. And when you've got that here, you want source data, source textures, and then you want your data folder, and that's how Dayz reads the PNGs. Well, they're not PNGs because they're PAAs, but we're going to transform them now. And what you want to do really, this is how I do it. I always work from the P drive. So, leave my P drive open. There's plenty of videos on setting up your P drive. Just go and watch one of them videos. Close that. Like this, and you see I've got quite a lot of things. My map's the Antoria map, 12 gig worth of map there, and these are all my models I've done. See, like I've got Vlad this, Vlad that, Vlad this, Vlad that. Got Flips models here, and then a couple of other communities that have give me their models to use on the map. Alright, so what we want to do now, make sure he's out of the way. We want to grab him and we want to put him in the P drive, so he's there. So we've got all that stuff, because you want to be extracting the PAAs to wherever the folder is going to be, you know. So what we do, we're going to image to PAA. Alright, so the last one I did was the Vlad Motel sign. So we want to find, this is where your data folder is. So we want to go this PC into P, wherever that is. P's there, and we called that one Vlad supply box. So we want to find a supply box somewhere. There she is. And we want to go data, and then we want to go, this is our texture folder. It's picking the PNGs from this add source directory. So P, and just go down at the same place. It can be a bit tedious if you've called it something what's really down farther list, but so we are, where are we? Oh, there it is. And then you can just click textures there, It will work if you just click the main one, but just do textures. And you see they're all here now. Process them into PAAs, because that's how the game reads the image. Usually when that's doing this, I'll just jump into terrain builder, object builder, and then import the model. So file, import, FBX, and we find out where our model is again. So that is supply box, source, weapon crate. Right, this is kind of important, this bit. So sometimes you'll have animation and that'll give you this, and sometimes it'll lag this program. So all you really need is mesh and UV. And this master scale, if you put it in like this, it might come in massive, but if you just put it on 0.01, it'll come in fairly like the normal size. And there she is, there's the model. It still looks a bit big. And what we can do here, alright, so if you there's some shortcuts you can use, like, so you can select the whole model like that, or if you press O on the keyboard, if you select a tiny bit of it, it'll just select part of the mesh, you know. So if you want to just like this bit, that's like the outside of case, and then you've got like the middle side. You can also use X and Y axis, so you can go press Y, it'll only ever move up and down wherever you move your mouse. And you kind of want it as close as you can on this middle line, and then if you press X, it'll go on the left and right. But from my experience, that box looks massive. So what I do, if you go to create, you go to proxy, you might have to set this up first, but you'd have to browse it and then look for a zombie basically in your DZ file. You see that box is huge. So what I want to do, I'll press Control and Shift, and then you use your mouse to decrease its size. So basically you'd want this one, yeah, that seems alright, like you've got knee height on a zombie, and that seems fine to me. You want to delete that zombie, because if you keep him in, he'll be in your model. And you want to delete the proxy that you've just made as well. So basically your setup here, basically it's always tidy to make sure everything's center as well. Because when you turn this model in like Dayz editor and stuff, it'll turn really weird. Don't have to be perfect, don't have to be super duper. Right, so you're pretty much set up now, and we can open up Bulldozer. Again, there's ways of opening and setting up this program. This video is mainly for people who have this set up. I can definitely do a video on setting up in the future. Just give that a second to load up. Usually takes as long as it takes to how the model is really. And I have, oh, let me I'm gonna have to try and put this bulldozer, because I have two screens, so I'm gonna have to try and make this smaller. So